Hello Aries, welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you are connecting with on a romantic level. What it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. So some of you may have been in a relationship with someone in the past. This could also be a current relationship, but there is a lack of communication. For others of you, this could be a situationship, or someone that you've met and you know there's a whole lot of energy there, but no one's really speaking up. For those of you who are new, my method of reading is slightly different. I do have the ability of channeling through my higher intuitive self to get the answers that I need. I do not channel through any spirit guides. I never have. And I do not channel through any goddesses. And I have certain reasons for that. At the end of this reading, I do channel Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel to provide you with some advice based on what comes up today. Wow, that was unexpected. Grumpy. That caught me off guard. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. 3 cards that are quite dark and dreary, Aries. We have here, first card is the strongest energy, followed by feelings and emotions, beliefs, nourishment, power, pleasure, awakening, boundaries, change. Under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme we have here, anger and rage. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Aries, being with you, thinking about you, being in your presence, I do feel so energized. It's as if all of my chakra centers just come to life. And I feel a spiritual bond, a spiritual connection with you. A part of me now realizes that I do have feelings and emotions for you. On many levels, you make me feel emotional. And even if this love is forbidden, the flavor of this fruit is divine. The scent of you, the fragrance of you, that too is divine. And I would travel, go through the path, darkness, and you are my guiding light. But even though there is so much love in my heart for you, there are certain things that have pushed us far apart. The beliefs, the way I view things, my mindset versus yours. I also know that you and I, we don't see eye to eye. We're not on the same page. We are quite unique. And our differences and opinions, they don't match. And the place where I come from, the people that know me, they too have their own opinions. And I follow those traditions, those values, the customs, the rituals, because that defines who I am. I also know that in this connection, there is this sense of fulfillment. The fulfillment that I feel, that I sense, this is vast. What I feel when I'm with you and when I think of you is that you are the perfect mate sent to me by heaven. Emotionally, spiritually, and physically, I feel that you are the one who can fulfill all of my needs. And yes, I am very, very tempted by you. The mere thought of you. I know in this connection, there has been temptation. And I know that you are very powerful. Over time, I have realized that I feel powerless. Powerless when I'm with you. Powerless simply because there are certain things I just can't do. And I just can't be. You make me emotionally vulnerable and weak in the knees. I do know that in this connection, there is a sense of pleasure. You have this ability of making me feel physical pleasure and spiritual all in one. And I have realized over time now, the things that I have put you through, the heartache that I have caused you, I realize and see things differently. No longer are we the same. I can see things from your perspective now. I can see things from your lens. And I do know that in this connection, so much has happened. The one thing is, I don't understand truly why I have done the things that I've done. Well, what I do know is that the only reason I did it is because that's all I knew. I didn't know any better. But because of the way I've treated you and the things that you've gone through, I feel that all I can do is put up these boundaries. I also know that these boundaries finally, once and for all, need to be broken down because I see what it's doing to you and to me. These boundaries that exist between you and I, the distance that exists, the lack of communication that exists right now, everything needs to change. There has to be a change. Things can no longer remain the same. They just can't. They're not supposed to. Overall, every step of the way I feel like I've made so many mistakes. I can't turn back time, but I can try to mend my ways. Try to fix the things that I have done wrong. And make you love me the way that I love you. I want to be there for you, and I am truly angry, not at you. I'm angry at myself for having lost you. Every day I wake up and I think, I've lost you. And this fire burns inside, and I hate myself for it. It hurts me. My heart aches. And I realize, you know what? This is all my fault. This wasn't you, Aries. This was me, and I really want to make that change. For now, all I know is that I do have feelings and emotions, and you have this beautiful way of making me feel alive. What is needed now is change. I need to make that change. I need to break down those boundaries. All right, Aries. Guys, that was intense. I felt that. That was very intense. Got a little emotional there. Let me know in the comments below what happened here. So I definitely see your person of interest knowing that things were wrong, but now they want to make things right. And they realize the only way they can do it is if they actually make a change. Many of you may not be communicating. There may be distance here because of the boundaries, but what I'm seeing here is that this person put these boundaries because of the issues that have occurred between the both of you. And now they've realized that in order to get rid of this, they need to make a change because it's irritating them that they're not even talking to you much. And it's hurting more because they have feelings and emotions for you. Now, guys, just on a side note, this card is huge because when this card pops up in any reading I've seen, even personal, it does talk a lot about the changes that exist between the both of you, or not the changes, what am I saying? Sorry. The differences that exist between the both of you. So this card is not going to resonate for everybody, but there's different scenarios. Some of these are what I'm about to tell you. There could be a difference. The issues that are causing you guys to be apart, the issues could be the following. With this card, keeping that in mind, that the both of you have different mindsets. You are not on the same page. There's a difference between your ethics, your morals, the way you have your mindset, the way you think of certain things versus their opinions, their differences. There may be a difference here between the both of you and your lifestyles, who was rich, who was not so rich. There may also be, for example, the rituals, customs, traditions, values, family values. There could also be some people here who are dealing with organizations that have a lot of restrictions. You're not allowed to date in the same organization, for example. Or you're just not allowed to get a transfer across the country because the organization has those restrictions. It's the organization's beliefs. The traditions, the values of some family members they may have. You're not allowed to date or marry this person, maybe, because there are differences between the both of you. Ethnic, maybe religious, right? Caste, creed, color, anything like that. So you see, this card is absolutely massive. It is so many things I've seen over the years. And this is the way I interpret this. The original book that this whole deck comes with, it's not in there. That's not what they say. This is my own interpretation, but I have seen time and time again, there's usually some truth to it. So here, the basic thing is, in this connection between yourself and your person of interest, Aries, some of the effects that may have turned out the way that they did, not so positive, it might be because there is a sense of an external push from external sources. So external forces, other people, other organizations, other opinions may also be changing this person's perspective. And that's why there's differences here. So somebody might be spreading rumors. Somebody might be just doing it because they love the person and they're like, no, we know who you are supposed to be with. This is not the right person for you. You need somebody more like this. So it could be anything, but the main point of this card is the beliefs. One person's beliefs versus the others. There's a difference between both of that. Okay? So take it as it resonates, because I definitely see here some differences. We're already almost 15 minutes in. I haven't even gotten to the second part. Okay. Let's have a look. Haha. Okay, that was fast. Now, Aries, this deck, okay? This deck I read in the reverse. This deck I read in the reverse, and I go a little back in time to see what happened in the first place. Something happened in this connection. What was it? Hopefully this will provide you with some clarity and some understanding. This is for those of you that never received any closure. This person could have ghosted you. They could have, I'm getting word, they could have manipulated you, taken you for granted, and they did not value you. That's a message for somebody out there. But what I was originally going to say, because that's just like an offshoot branch that just came through. What I was going to say, a lack of closure. This person could have ghosted you. They could have faded over time. They could have abandoned you. So on and so forth. So it's not good. Now, what I'm going to tell you here is the first set of cards, for those of you who are new, that I just had a look at, the first set of cards are actually the current status, okay? What I'm looking at right now is the past in this connection. So things were great. Things were going perfectly well, but then something changed. You may have noticed a shift. Let's see what happened. We have the 6 of Coins followed by the 4 of Cups. Let's have a look at the 6 of Coins. Now this will talk about certain reasons why things just didn't work out back then. 6 of Coins, you are dealing with, or you were in the past, dealing with somebody who was not very generous. They were not into helping others. They did not believe much in charity. And they did not really believe much in fortune and fate. Here, there was a lack of appreciation. They did not trust the prosperity in the universe. They did not want to help those who were less fortunate. But what they did do is they used wealth and other things to manipulate others. And they only used to give by having and with having expectations. They also resented those who needed any sort of help. 6 of Coins here, Aries, it really talks about somebody that's just me. It's all about them. Very sad, very upsetting, and very selfish. Now this is interesting, and I'm going to read the whole card here. The 4 of Cups here, it talks about dissatisfaction, overindulgence, and boredom. They took you for granted. They took your love, your talents, your beauty for granted. And at some point in time, there was more of a need for an authentic way of life. Reevaluating a relationship that started to feel superficial. Here, the card suggests that there needed to be an acceptance of the situation. Though discontent was still present, this was a passing phase. But the biggest 2 sentences here, I find the need for a more authentic way of life and reevaluation of a relationship that felt superficial. So, yeah, superficial, totally superficial. Oh my goodness. Why was this person even in a connection with you? I mean, this is in the past, right? But this person was very much me. And they did not really give selflessly when it came to materialistic things, when it came to actual emotions. And for some reason here with the 4 of Cups, they did feel that 2 things. Either they were acting very superficial and artificial, or they felt that you were. Here I'm seeing that they may have been because of this card as well, because there's a lot of trying to pretend to be nice when in fact they were not. Yeah, being in a connection like this with somebody, Somebody can be in a connection with someone like this, but usually for the sake of security purposes and just having a partner in life. Not that fear of being alone. That's the type of connection this is I'm seeing. That's why this person was in this connection with you. Now, remember, this is a general love reading. It's a public, reading. Not private, right? Not going to resonate for everybody, but these two cards are very much on point with each other. We're dealing with somebody here who's very much selfish. They're thinking about themselves. And even if they were in a relationship with you or in a connection with you, they felt that at some point in time, something was superficial about the connection. Now, either they were superficial or artificial, or they felt that you were. I'm leaning more towards them because of the other card you just had. How can you be with somebody like that? Not good. All right, guys. We have here also, let's have a look. The Beginner's Tarot deck. Here, I have any actions, any plans, any intentions your person of interest may have towards you. 4 of Swords. Interesting. Needing to heal. Followed by the Knight of Pentacles. After that, we have a gorgeous card, the Sun. Followed by the High Priestess. You got a couple extras here. And then you have the Justice card. After that, you have the 6 of Swords. And, ooh. Da, 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 da. We have here the 8. Yep. For a small portion of you, the 8 of Swords, this could be a third-party situation. Could totally be an affair. Totally. It could be an affair, or it could also be a person that is in a third-party situation, but the third party doesn't have to be another person. It could be somebody focusing on a project, taking care of a sick loved one, just keeping busy and not being able to give the time, energy, and effort that you really deserve. They're not able to give that to you. Now, I'm going to go over this. We have here the 4 of Swords. These are any actions, any plans, any intentions your person of interest has. Right now, they don't have any intentions at this point, in this card at least. What they're doing is trying to heal. They're trying to heal, regenerate, isolating themselves, forcing themselves into loneliness. Having a sense of introspection and contemplation, why I do the things that I do. How did I let it get this far? How do I go beyond this feeling and not feel that grief, that pain? Because in the far distance, we have here the 3 of Swords. Right there in the distance. So this person is trying to heal. Eventually, they are a little wiser, and they realize that, you know what? Knight of Pentacles. They want to reach out to you and give you an offer. We have here also the Sun card. This offer is beautiful. This is anything beautiful under the sun. This is pure love, true love. This is love. Remember, you did have feelings and emotions, right? There is a lot of love here. This talks about joy, prosperity, happiness, freedom, everything beautiful and good that's under the sun. Growth. But we also have here the High Priestess. Somebody who knows internally that certain things are happening in a certain way and they are waiting around, but there's this deep, deep wish and this hope and this intuition that things will turn out okay. However, this person's staying very quiet. They've also realized, Aries, that a lot of things in this connection were very one-sided, and they do want to make things right because they feel that they may have just been giving they may have just been told they were taking without those cards earlier. There's a lot of selfishness. They felt that they were just taking and taking from you and you were just giving and giving. Now what they want to do is they want to, with the 6 of Swords, move on from that attitude. They don't want to be that person anymore. Beautiful. Yeah. A sense of self-reflection, making that offer, learning from oneself. That, again, a little bit of introspection, not talking much, wanting to make things right, but taking the action. So what I'm seeing here, I don't see them taking action towards you directly. Maybe here, yes, with the Knight of Pentacles, but I do see them taking action internally so that they can heal, so that they can fix themselves first. And then once they themselves are healed and fixed, which they feel that they may need fixing, only then will they move forward and eventually reach out to someone like you with an offer. Now, this is a good offer too. This is a solid offer. It's a tangible offer. This is not some wishy-washy offer. This person's thought about it long and hard, and they know where it's coming from. It's coming from a place of love and light. Holy light. The overall arching theme, 8 of Swords. Remember the beliefs card, right? Somebody else is in the picture. Or something else is in the picture. Whatever the case is, your person of interest may not have the freedom that you think that they have. They may want all of this, but at least right now they can't, because this is the overall arching theme. 8 of Swords. This person is blindfolded. They're not supposed to see. They can't hear anything. They can't move. Their arms, legs, hands, feet are tied. They are surrounded by swords. They are caged. And far in the distance, somebody's watching them like a hawk. So they totally are trapped. This person feels trapped. Typically, they are trapped because of the societal norms that are around them, the beliefs that are around them. Like I mentioned before, the beliefs that are around them, rituals, customs, traditions, values, all that stuff, right? That they have to follow what it is that has always been done, the way it's always been done. Some of you might be part of a third party, and that just simply means that the time, energy, and effort somebody's not able to dedicate to the other person. Third party can also mean, of course, another person in a connection. So, like an affair. And that shows that somebody here does not have the freedom or the will, because somebody else is watching them like a hawk. So there are restrictions here. And whatever the situation is, whether you are the cross watcher, this is a general love reading. So that part that I just read about the whole affair quote might not resonate with all of you. It could just be that the time, energy, and effort that you deserve, the person's just not able to give you that because they're so busy. They're overwhelmed by demands. Typically, that's actually what happens. All right, guys. I have here Archangel answer cards. Just going to do a quick prayer. All right, let's have a look. Ask for help from others. So these messages are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. First card's the strongest here. We have ask for help from others, followed by perfect timing. After that, we have here no need to worry. Now we had a card that just fell down. Romance, a spiritually based romantic connection. You guys could be twin flames, soulmates, karmic partners. We also have here opportunity, followed by if you believe. After that, we have you are ready under the bottom of the deck. Yay! Love it. Big happy changes. All right. Let's have a look. Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel are giving you these messages only through the power of Jesus, with the permission of his Father. We have here, ask for help from others. So this is a suggestion. You may need some answers. You may not have the full story or the full information, but by asking somebody else for some help, you will be receiving information that will make sense to you, and everything may start to feel better. Anything that is going to happen, Aries, will happen in due time, perfect timing. It's supposed to happen when it's supposed to happen. There is no rushing it. Here we have, there's no need to worry either. I know that's easier said than done, but do not worry. When we worry, we do just attract negative energies. We don't want that. We also have here romance. This is a spiritually based romantic connection. In this connection, we do have two people that may have had some history on a spiritual level. And I do past life readings. In case some of you are interested, please go to my website. The link is below. And because of this, some of you are going to be meeting somebody brand new because it's an opportunity, or the situation between the both of you will shift a little and things will get better. So there's two options here. It's not options, but I would say destinies. There's many, many, many destinies. But at least within this reading, there's just two groups. Either you stay with this person or you don't, right? But for both groups, I definitely see here an opportunity. Now we also have here, if you believe, then yes, certain things will occur and they will get better for you. The only thing is here, when we have you're ready, this does show me that you yourself, Aries, you've gone through a lot over the past few years. You've learned some hard lessons. And this card usually comes up when I've seen that you've gone through it all. You've seen the good, bad, and the ugly, not the movie itself. But you've experienced a lot. And you are ready emotionally, spiritually, and physically to tackle anything that comes to you. Your soul is wiser. That's the only reason this card comes up. Here we also have big, happy changes. There will be changes. They're going to be big, and you're going to be happy about it. This is beautiful for you. This is a radiating energy that is very positive. You're going to start to feel different at some point in time. But there needs to be a mind shift. There needs to be an energy shift, I'm seeing. In order for things to be different, you yourself need to immerse yourself in a different type of a situation or environment where your frequency will change. And when that changes, your outlook on life and your perspective on life will start to make you feel different. I'm hearing this right now. And these messages, what I just said, that was from Gabriel. I see the name in my mind's eye. Interesting. And that's that, Aries. You know what's weird? When I say it, I don't even remember what I just said. That is so weird. Oh my God, I can't remember it. I can remember everything else when my eyes are here. But when I close my eyes, it's like it just happens. That's it, guys. Thank you. Let me know in the comments below if any of this has resonated. So, I just wanted to go over this card with you. Also, for some of you, I might need to go over... Yes. These two cards. Because this is also important. I want you guys to at least have the resources if you need some help. I do have some packages that I can help you with. Get rid of certain negative energies too. So, firstly, just dealing with the romance card. Let's just use that first. With the romance card, this is a spiritual connection. For the majority of you, this is a past life spiritual connection. You guys could have been married, engaged, betrothed. You could have had a different type of relationship in the past. If you go to my website, the link is below. If you go to my website, you'll see that I do have one past life package that you can place an order. Please do read the description before you place an order, and not all of the readings are set in the past. The time and the place can be different, but those are very rare. The majority of it is in the past. it's important to know why this person behaves the way that they do in this lifetime, because sometimes whatever has happened, the history between the both of you, it all makes sense once I go into the details of that sort of reading. Now, regarding the part of if you believe, as well as no need to worry, this has a lot to do with beliefs, not worrying, but that also is very much related to the chakra checkup package that I have, because this is all about manifestation. And you can't manifest if you have negative energies like jinns, demons, evil spirits. They exist, and they are around us every single day, some of us more than others. I do have the ability of looking remotely in your home, around your aura, and inside of your body, which is your chakra centers, to see how many negative energies you have, what you have, and I tell you how to get rid of these things from your life with the help of that package. Once you have that, you have the method for the rest of your life. And even if you feel that you have some type of trauma energy that has been there in recent times, even from your childhood, it'll help get rid of that too, or at least lessen the feeling of it. Now, if some of you feel that there's any sort of witchcraft, voodoo, black magic, curses, hexes, evil eye, it gets rid of all of that. The chakra checkup package also gets rid of any sort of supernatural entities that are negative in your home that you may feel a little spooked, a little scared, like sleep paralysis, shadow men, stuff like that, shadow people. If you see any of that, I hope to God you don't see it, but if you experience that, this will help you, okay? Sleep paralysis even. So have a look at that package. It's literally like an all-inclusive. It gets rid of everything. And I've been through a lot too. That's the only reason I was able to create it. And this all happens through the method that I have created. It's the Father, Son, the Holy Spirit, and the angels in heaven, archangels, and that's it. That's all. That's the gang. That's all we use. Now, I also wanted to mention that some of you are probably just interested in simple love readings. Well, the ones I have, they're not just simple. They're quite nice, quite lengthy. And I do provide you with a PDF and an audio recording. So if you really feel that, this is resonating with you, feel free to have a look at that as well, and you can place an order. And like I said, the link is below. The website is www.asnointia.com. Go to the rates and packages section, and you will see what is still available. I also have some self-help guides. Some of you may wish to have a look at those as well. And those are packages that you can order to help yourself. I have some methods that you can use. And again, only from the highest realm, from God. And I also wanted to mention to some of you, Holy White Light of God, Holy White Light of God, the Holy God. Now, I also wanted to mention to some of you who are new, I do have another channel, Asnointia Audio, and that is on YouTube. The videos are absolutely free, just like this channel. Have a look at some of the videos there related to relationship-related advice, past life and spiritual connections. And also I have one that's on negative energies. If any of you want to learn a little bit more about what these things are and how to avoid them, how to recognize and remove them, it's always good to know. It's always good to know that, have that knowledge, so that you're never really broken down by these things. Because they do. They latch onto you, and then they can literally bring you down. Aries, that's your reading, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for your support, for your encouragement, as well as for your patience. Please do like, share, and subscribe. I will see you all again. Take care. Stay safe. Bye now.